making Chernarus really fit the whole DayZ thing.
물이
has
많아.
been
좀 어떻게
obviously,
보면
quite a
물
key
자체가 좀
focus
많아졌어.
for us. And definitely, having that in the map
저수지가
design
많다.
is really something we wanted to have, a lot more of. So there's a lot of these areas, and we've got huge plans. There's a lot of, new areas, new facilities and stuff to come across that we've really wanted to put in. So this is kind of just the start for us.
엔진은 뭐 2.5로 쓸 거라고 하던데.
It's not just to add features, but also to add, add new areas and whole new areas of content as well. So I don't really want to say too much about this because it's still very much a work in progress. This is the first day we actually have it. Yeah, so here it is, working in there. Spawn is specifically just for the little cans of beans that everyone who's played DayZ, the mod, will be very used to. One of the problems that we had in the mod was you'd just go around and you'd find these little piles of loot, and you'd run into the building and see if there was a pile of loot. And
건물에 대한 설명 같은 거. 원래는 지금 상태에서는 여기가 이제 체르노인가? 그죠? 뒤에 공장 체르노 같은데 원래 이 집이 안 들어가진 집인데 이제부터는 들어가집니다. 이렇게 들어가지고 템도 땅바닥에 막 몰려 있었잖아요. 근데 이제 정식으로 나오면 템이 이렇게 땅에만 있는 게 아니고 탁자에도 있고 뭐 냉장고 위에도 있고 좀 다양하게 이렇게.
I really like my beans. So, yeah. So the idea is that when you're going into these buildings, you're really going to have to scavenge and find stuff located in really difficult to find places. And someone might have come through and cleaned out most of a place, but might have missed, something that spawned, say, behind the TV or something like that.
네, 이게 데이터 따로 나온 거.
I really think it's going to add a lot to the dynamic of.
And it really shows how
안에 좀 가구도 좀 생기고 막
if you go through every building and search in every nook and cranny, you can find that extra can of beans or fire axe that somebody else has missed. That may be hidden under a bed or in a fridge or something like that. And it just makes you be patient and really check everywhere out.
Yeah, I think it's really going to radically change the whole way that
집들은 거의 다 들어가져요.
played. I think people will, it is going to have a big effect on things. I haven't actually configured this building yet, but you can see we've opened up some of the cupboards so that stuff can be put inside there. People probably also noticing we've improved the way the things move and stuff like that. But having items underneath chairs and around tables, I think it's really going to add we can even put inside basins and stuff like that. So it's really going to have that feel like you're actually scavenging an environment rather than you're just sort of running from building to building and another example of shelving with items on and there's some really good work going in with some of the building details to make it look a little bit less polished and a little bit more like some kind of bad stuff went down in the building.
A bloody piano. So as you can see, we've gone upstairs, we've got the offices, we've got the shelving, we've got the open cupboards and things. So how is loot going to appear in the world then?
Basically, the way that the loot worked previously in the mod is it was spawned by the clients, and that obviously allowed for a great deal of hacking.
이거 2층 집인가?
It also meant that we had to do a lot of calculation to figure out whether or not a building required respawning or anything like that. The idea is that we're actually going to spawn all the loot on the server, and so when loot spawns, it'll spawn at the start of the mission, and as it gets cleaned out, the server can respawn it as needed. So that has some real fundamental impact for us in terms of performance, as well as
축구 해설 이용수라고요?
And as well
안 돼.
For example, at the moment you can tell whether or not someone's in a.
We expect to see with the map.
One thing we have done is we've actually added a whole bunch of new reg types. The aims were different and added a bit of different regs in the environment, but also this is a good example actually up here, is add in the ability for us to spawn loot and make it so that you really actually have to, you're scavenging the vehicle and you're looking inside it for food and stuff like that. So there's been a lot of work that's gone into.
끝. 이렇게 공개가 됐습니다. 한준이를 왜 안 쓰는 거야? 한준이 그 아까운 닌자를 지금 완전 썩히네. 누구세요? 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 잘못 들었나? 리방에서 한국 대 크로아티아 경기로 리방을 하도록 하겠습니다. 지금 53분이기 때문에 근데 만약에 방폭이 되면 어쩔 수 없지만은 한준이 아닙니다. 오늘 한준이는 그냥 여기 그냥 오프닝 잠깐 그거예요. 축구 방송으로 리방할게요. 들어오세요. 킨제이입니다.